get a message from this girl. She says, "Hi, sorry if this is really random, but I'm a really big fan of you." She says, "I'm 15. What is your take on that?" Looks to me like you just presented a fake screenshot. Okay. Probably not.
I'm gonna read it out loud too. It's a goth girl, I think. Hi, sorry if this is really random, but I'm a really big fan of you, and I've been watching you. Okay, I'm not gonna read it out anymore.
I think this is 4K. How did they get you in 4K? That ain't me.
A toy.
C'est des malades mentaux, c'est des gens qui sont atteints mentalement.
Can we go to bed for me? Can you put your lips around my cock?
Nigga, you a black nigga too. I don't even like
I try my best to ignore Glass and try to not talk about him as much as I really want to, you know, because why should I? I already made 2 videos talking about him. But this time, this time around, there's more stuff coming out about him. It actually goes to LolCow Live. I don't know why, but then after that, there's like the third minor in question, which we'll get to briefly. Okay, first off, we're gonna look at LolCow Live. Okay, I just forgot to mention something. So Glass, back in March, when I uploaded part 2, he was crying on live stream because he made an MK4 channel, and Ergbla made a privacy complaint against the channel, and the channel got taken down. And Glass got really scared because you can't, you know, when your channel gets terminated, you can't just create or have another YouTube channel because that's ban evasion. So Glass started to panic. He was he was panicking. He was scared that his channel was going to get terminated. And so he went on live stream and he started crying.
If I can do this, guys. I genuinely don't know if I can do this anymore.
Now, why would he possibly cry about this? Because typically, YouTube doesn't really give a shit about ban evasion. They don't really care that much. But for Glass, this is it. His channel was dead. It's over. They're gonna take down his channel because of Ergbla. Ergbla! It's all Ergbla's fault. I know it was him. He did it on purpose. Okay, so he joins LolCow Live. Everything's fine. Now, I don't know how much he actually paid to get on LolCow Live. I've heard that he paid like $100. I have no idea. Okay, he's desperate. He needs Keemstar.
Why is your name Glass?
What's up, Keem?
Oh no. Wait, give me a sec. Give me a sec, chat.
That's my name on...
Look at his reaction.
What's up, Keem?
What's up, Keem? So, you know, Keemstar says, "Hey, why is your name Glass?" And he's like, "What's up, Keem?" That's not what he's asking you, Glass.
That's my name on YouTube. People know me as Glass.
Yeah, I didn't ask you what your name is. I said, why is your name Glass?
Oh, yeah. Why is it Glass?
Yeah.
That's a...
Now you just realized what was the question. I'm starting to question if Glass really just loved Keemstar. Like, he's in love with Keemstar, right? Like, he's fallen in love with this guy. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, considering the fact that he's bisexual. So it's most likely true.
It has something to do with a meme from Dr. Disrespect's community a few years back. But he said that he kicked the owner of PUBG through a glass window, so my name's always been Glass Window since.
Interesting. So you wanted the owner of PUBG to go inside of you?
No.
Imagine you're biggest fan of Keemstar and he's doing this shit to you. That's tough.
No, not particularly, no.
Okay. All right. So has anyone ever said that you look like Josh Block?
Yeah, they have, actually.
Okay, so Josh Block is another LolCow who looks just like Glass. He looks exactly like him.
All right. Why do you want to be on a show?
I enjoy live streaming, to be honest with you. My channel's kind of taken like a downtrend in recent months because of some controversies I've been involved in. But
yeah, a lot of controversies. A lot of it.
What's your controversies?
Oh, God.
Controversial one.
I'm not ashamed to tell anybody, but there was a girl who lied to my community about her age. She was 17 years old. She was saying she was 18. It came out. I exposed her for it.
Okay, so this is blatantly incorrect. Glass did not expose her. In fact, he withheld this information. He told Ergbla and everyone in the staff, but he withheld that information publicly. It was Ergbla who told the truth. He's the one who told everything. So Glass is lying. This is not true.
And so you exposed that there was a 17-year-old girl claiming she was 18.
See, he's like lying to them, but he's not even good at it. He's not even good at lying.
You had no relationship with this girl?
No, we didn't have a relationship.
So you're being attacked by a guy bigger than you because you exposed that there was a 17-year-old girl parading as an 18-year-old?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there a YouTube video on this?
That's not true.
There's a few of them, actually.
Uh-oh. That's not looking good, class.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are sharing a video here. We're going to watch this.
This was actually before the incident I'm talking about when
This is true. This is before the incident.
he
what
used
is he?
this incident against me.
Well, here's the thing.
sorry.
When I look up both those names, I only get his videos. So what would I be looking at?
So every day he
All right,
goes live.
here's you claiming you're being sued for
Okay, so this is the video where he's suing Ergblatt for defamation, which would have not gone anywhere because he has no money. He says, yes, I sued Ergblatt. I threatened to sue Ergblatt, but I have no way to financially support myself.
defamation.
Yeah, this is my video.
What is this
This is
about?
me saying that I'm suing him. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds to do so, so I can't.
Oh, so you're threatening people with lawsuits, but you can't actually sue anyone because you don't have money? You have $0 in your bank account? Nah, that's just crazy. Oh, no.
Can't do that.
All right,
but,
well,
this was basically me talking about the whole entire situation, lying it out for everybody,
Okay.
explaining what the hell's going on.
Okay, stop for a
Stuff like
second.
that.
This is
Okay.
what you're saying. The comments are saying it's still incredibly weird that you're 26 and you're being inappropriate with someone who you thought was freshly turned 18.
Okay, so this is where things goes to shit.
Oh, so you were inappropriate with this person.
There was an engagement between the two of us. The amount of time that we engaged with one another in any way, shape, or form in terms of like friends or anything like that was only really a few days. And then she said some very strange things that made me uncomfortable.
Oh, okay, so you said that you weren't flirting before, but now you're saying that you were flirting? It did happen for a few days? Huh, that's a little bit strange. Your story's changing now. So when something new happens, when new information comes out, your story changes. Huh.
Comfortable with continuing speaking to her, but
Were you
and then
flirting
a
with
month
this
later,
girl?
Yeah, we were talking. Yeah, we were flirting. She
Oh, so you were flirting. Oh, dude.
was on my
Look
streams.
at the face of disappointment. Keemstar is not happy, class. He's not happy. You lied to him, class.
Stuff like that. She was in a friend group that I was a part of.
Okay,
We were
so you were
working to
flirting with a girl that was underage.
That ended up being underage. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So-
For that reason, just we don't want to get involved.
And he gets kicked. Oh, no.
Jesus Christ! You notice
Poor
that?
guy. When I told him to share
By the way, this is what Glass said. Glass says, bring me back King, Keemstar. And he never brings him back. He's never coming back to lolcow life, guys.
his most controversial controversy, I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Well, his story changed. He was like, no, there was a girl in the Discord that was underage that I outed. And then he said that he had no relationship with her. And then he's telling me now that there was somewhat of a relationship. And
That he flirted.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, just get out of here, dude.
Just get out of here. Get out of here. I don't even know who you are.
It's just a walking, talking liability.
Fuck you, Glass. You're irrelevant.
I want to meet Keemstar. I want to have a conversation with Keemstar.
Oh, this is tough. He's a walking, talking liability. And this is true. Now, in this screenshot you're seeing right here, this is the girl in question. She claims she's 15 and Glass was sexting with her. And Glass is currently claiming that she's lying and that she told him that she's 18 years old. Now, this is very strange because that's not what Glass said back in October. So Glass is currently claiming she told him that she's 18 years old. But that's not what he said back in October, the 21st of October. So someone says something to do with Glass sexting a 15-year-old named Joy, allegedly. And Glass says, what? That never happened. You know, someone says, yeah, this is girl, she's 15, her name is Joy. And he says, well, that never happened. But he never tell anyone that you're wrong, she's 18 years old. Because before in October, he's saying that this never happened, but he also never debunked the idea that she's 15. He just said, oh no, that just never happened. But now he's saying currently that she's 18. Now, why is he saying this? We'll look into it right now.
So there was allegations of a 15-year-old that...
So this screenshot was taken back in October. There were screenshots and voice recordings of Glass saying how cute she was and that she should make an OnlyFans, right? There were recordings and screenshots of that happening. And apparently, Glass never said anything. He said that, oh, that never happened. He never said that she was 18 years old. Only now is he saying this. So it's very strange. Very strange.
Here's something I just received today. Now, there was more info than this a while back. Here's some Instagram DMs from Glass on that same.
So this is his Instagram.
He responded to, I actually scribbled this out better than her by doing a box over her face as well. Here's obviously him privately messaging this person. Now, this isn't an inherently sexual thing. However, there was screenshots that I've seen before that suggest things got a little more than this. All All right, so Glass, this is a screenshot. Okay, here we go. What do you make of this image? September 3rd, 2024 at 12:37 p.m. You get a message from this girl. She said,
Again, this is the same message here that we just saw right there.
What is your take on that? Looks to me like you just presented a fake screenshot. Okay, can you be more specific? What about?
So here, Glass is saying this is fake. Outright saying the screenshot is fake.
But can you specify what in that screenshot is fake? Like all of it, or the fact that she said 15? Obvious fake. Let's move on. So you're saying that everything about this screenshot is fabricated. This was never sent to you. You've never seen these DMs in your life. Go ahead and show more. I could do that. It's clearly fake. Continue. What about this one? As you can see, September 3rd, 12:37, a little over an hour later, you have this conversation. She's talking to you about some place, Smoky Mountain. And you go, send me a selfie of you with no makeup. If you got the balls, I bet you cute AF. Is this fake also? Also, doctor. Okay, can you... So Glass is making the claim that both this message and this screenshot is 100% faked. He has never seen it before in his life, never interacted with this person, never sent this message, never received this message, has no idea. Well, that leads me to my next bit of evidence here. I guess this would be an easier way to go about it. Give me a second. This is where it gets really interesting, by the way, guys. You fucked yourself, by the way, Glass. This specific
which is true. Which
message
is very interesting.
Is from September 3rd, 2024. Glass claims that he never seen this message in his life, or this message that these are 100% fake.
He's never seen it before.
That's his claim. September 3rd, 2024 at 12:37 p.m. There's actually a stream, September 3rd, 2024, where I was streaming with Glass.
Yeah, I actually did get a message request, by the way. Let's see who it's from.
Oh yeah, a message request. He probably doesn't remember what happened. Probably not.
I'm gonna read it out loud too. It's a goth girl, I think.
All right, yeah, you're definitely getting catfished.
I don't know their age or anything. I'm not even gonna respond to it. But
hi, sorry if this is really random, but I'm a really big fan of you, and I've been watching you.
Okay, so he's reading verbatim the fucking DM. How is this screenshot fake? I don't know. I have no idea. He's claiming it's fake. It's a fake screenshot, but he read that verbatim.
Glass, would you care to explain yourself? I thought that you never seen that screenshot before, Glass. Can you explain that to me? Go ahead, Glass. What do you got to say for yourself? I just said I wasn't going to respond to it. Also, that doesn't prove anything. Okay, but that's not what you said. You said that you've never seen that before, but you just read it verbatim on my stream.
So now he's saying that he wasn't going to respond to it, which is retarded. You should be responding to it, because now there's like allegation against you. I don't understand why you won't respond.
Literally said yourself that this image was 100% fake. What is the disconnect? Show the first DMs and what is it early after? That was the first DMs that I have. If you're not going to do that, you're showing doctrine images. What do you mean?
Well, no. That's not how it works, Les. The fact that he's showing this on live stream and you read it verbatim shows that this is evidence. This message is not fake.
Literally, this is live. I was live streaming Glass. If you look closely, September 3rd, 2024, 1:30 p.m.
So it's clearly not fake. The stream is not fake. The screenshots aren't fake. Nothing is fake here.
2:20-ish, but it's not exactly. That's exactly when that message was sent to you, Glass. It's literally exactly when you received the message.
Hi, sorry if this is really random, but I'm a really big fan of you, and I've been watching you.
And then she says this. What the fuck is this thing?
Okay, I'm not gonna read it out anymore.
I think he would.
Oh, so he paused. He saw 15 and he immediately paused. But apparently you did read the DM messages and you were interacting with this girl, and we'll get to this later.
She said there's no conversation with myself and that individual that exists. So then,
well, that doesn't make any sense. How do you explain this, Glass? Give me a sec, let me show. How do you explain that? How do you explain this, Glass?
How did you get that message then? How were you reading it on my stream? Can you explain how you're reading that exact message? I'm just not following.
He's clearly, he's like in denial.
I asked you extensively, like, okay, what aspect of it? Are you saying the entire thing? Are you saying parts of it? And you said, is this guy stupid?
By the way, this is true. You know, specifically told him, hey, which specific part of the screenshot is fake? Is it the 15-year-old part? Like, which one is it? And he just says, oh, the entire thing is fake. So, like, what Ergla is saying is true. He doesn't realize it or doesn't want to accept it.
And you said the whole thing, you confirmed over and over, the whole thing was entirely fake. He said, me reading that message does not in any way prove your claim that I was speaking to this person.
Oh.
Damn, yo, I'm not gonna lie though, Joy. These pictures are not you, bro. There's no way you look like that. This girl looks better than fucking Zwo. You know what I'm saying? This girl could be.
I just want you guys to understand, she's 15 years old. She's 15. I believe that Glass knew that she was 15, and he said all of this. He knew she was 15 years old, and he said all of this.
To have her own OnlyFans right here. Yo, Joy, if you send me your ID verification and you're over 18, let's just like start an OnlyFans. You feel me?
So here he asked for an application when she already confirmed she was 15 to him. but then he says we can start an OnlyFans together. What do you have to say about that? How does any of this prove that this girl supposedly told me that she was 15? Well, you literally watched the stream where she said it to you live. I'm not sure, Glass. I'm not sure why you would say that, but it's pretty evident in your reaction by the way you were reading it verbatim on stream, and then you stop yourself, right, when you realize she says that, and you say, I'm not gonna read this anymore.
I asked the Joy girl who DM'd me, are you gonna be my next mistake?
Okay, so this is proof that Glass did DM this girl. He was interacting with her. So when Glass says that there were no interaction between him and this Joy girl, he's blatantly lying right here and there.
In any way prove to anyone that she said she was 15 to me.
Okay, so now he's changing narrative. He's now saying, he's no longer saying that the DMs are fake.
How many minors do you have to accidentally Glass before it's a problem? Which, by the
because it was a problem. And remember, I just want to quickly preface, he's not saying that she's 18. He never said that back in October. He never said it during the stream, but he's gonna say it. He's gonna mention it at one point, but you're gonna see why.
So you're leaking. So I feel like you shouldn't do that publicly.
Okay, so now he's like leaking the DM messages to prove that, oh, there's nothing in the DMs. So clearly this is fake. This one is fake because there's nothing in the DMs, obviously, right? No.
Glass. We can privately leak them, but yes, all the DMs were deleted on both ends of the conversation. So I think that you should export your logs. She told me that basically their interaction, Glass actually did send her 3 shirtless pictures, which is very similar to what the other minors have expressed. Their interaction went on for maybe like a week or so, she claims. They didn't talk too much aside from like the first few days, and at one point she noticed that after about a week, Glass deleted all of the DMs with her, and a few days after that she realized that he had removed or blocked her. So she was confused, and then she deleted.
Glass realized he fucked up and decided to cut all contacts with her.
All of her DMs as well. So yes, Glass doesn't have the DMs actively in his Discord, but he should be able to export the logs and prove whether you're showing doctored DMs, but you're showing no DMs. There are no. I didn't read the message verbatim on your live stream. That message she included claimed to be 15 is not part.
So now he's saying that the message, the 15-year-old. So now your story is changing. You were saying that previously that the message, this screenshot was fake, but now you're saying the 15 is not part of the message? That's weird. That's very strange.
Part of the first message either. Yeah, so the way it happened is she sent this first, and then while you were reading it, she said, I'm 15, laugh my fucking ass off. Months later, suddenly she said she was 15, and then I engaged with her.
Months later? Months later, Glass. She said it since October. She said that since October, Glass. And Glass was aware. He knew that she said that she was 15. He just never corrected anyone about, any of this because Glass is obviously lying.
If this is not real, how are you reading it verbatim on my stream? All right, where are we at here? Maybe she's an angry adult that is mad I chose other women over her. Like, bro. Okay.
I'm sorry? That's so one hell of an ego.
How am I supposed to know that the DMs ever existed when neither of our DMs are there? Because you read it. You at the very least can agree.
Yeah, exactly. You quite literally read the DMs. How do you like saying this? That doesn't make any sense. He's putting into question if the DMs are real. Like if it even existed. Like he's actually retarded.
Okay, that doesn't help understand.
Oh no, now he's getting angry. He's getting upset.
And there's a reason I was asking him exactly what happened in this situation. Well, let me show you what he said instead. Check this out.
Hi, sorry if this is really...
Okay, so this is the full context. Because, what Ergla did is he played with Glass. He was playing with him. He gave, like, half of the information to Glass. You're gonna see why. You're gonna see. This is it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Random, but I'm a really big fan of you, and I've been watching you...
What the fuck is this thing?
Okay, I'm not gonna read it out anymore.
I think he went off script.
As I was fucking reading it out, they sent me a message that said I'm 18, and then they said, "Oh."
So in the stream, he takes a break and says, "Oh, well, she says she's 18, but in the DMs it says she's 15."
FAO.
That doesn't make sense. That's not what I'm seeing here. Why would he say this? Didn't he say she didn't mention her age at all a while ago? He said this didn't even exist because it proves that this guy's a fucking liar. He joined back. Okay, good. Maybe he has some more information now. Bro, I do remember now. She did say she was 18. The image you're showing is photoshopped.
Okay. So, Glass is now saying that he remembers. He remembered now. He remembers. She told him she's 18. Now remember, back in October, he never said this. Not a single time. Not in October, not prior Erglass showing the stream. Only now. Only now is he doing this. Obviously, he's lying. He's not telling the truth.
You stop talking about me and you don't commit a crime. Glass, you flirted with 3 minors, sexted 2 of them, received a CP from 1, allegedly sent a picture of you shirtless 3 times to this girl. And I mean, if you're...
So, it's pretty clear that Glass's story, when he says, oh, she told me that she's 18, it's obviously bullshit. It's a story that he made up because he saw Ergla's live stream, and now all of a sudden he's making this claim that she's 18, when in reality she said she's 15. The entire stream, he flip-flops with his argument. His narrative changes. It's not consistent. Everything changes. And it makes him look really, really bad. It doesn't make him look. It's clear that he's lying because he lied before. He was using the exact same tactics before. Glass, please, just stop interacting with these e-girls on the internet. Just entirely. Just stop. Because this is not working, man. So like and subscribe. You get the idea.
If you liked this clip, subscribe to this channel. If you didn't, nobody asked about your opinion.
He is even attempting to make things seem much worse by including the part about a 15-year-old here, which is absurd.
Uh-oh, the foreshadowing. It foreshadows everything. It's absurd, Glass. It's absurd. It never happened.